again, I do still want to give the edge to HuT. I feel like we have to, right? Based off of like accolades and achievements over the past couple of weeks, HuT, he's had a lot of deep runs. He's won an ESL Open Cup fueled by Dare. NXZ, instead, he's kind of like been in the hyperbolic time chamber. You know, he's been practicing, he's been training, and we'll see if all of that pays off.
Yeah. So we are getting ready to get into our first map. It is going to be the Eternal Empire. Both these emperors trying to fight it out for long lost glory.
Oh boy, yeah, like it's the storylines, you know, both the returning players.
Feels like, yeah, you can say it's storylines as much as you want.
They've both been gone for a long time. They're both back, and here they are meeting each other in the qualifiers. And honestly, NXZ, he's someone that I was kind of sleeping on when I was looking at. I asked you before we even started, like, hey, which 4 players are going to qualify today? I was thinking like Demi, Pez, HuT.
Azure.
Yeah, like I wasn't really, you know, I was like NXZ, like he's been playing, but you know, really show up, and he has.
This is the only time it's like, I've been hiding my power the entire time.
This isn't even my final form.
Maybe we might see that final form, but for now, we are going to introduce these players. Well, we are on to the Eternal Empire for this map number 1, and we have here spawning in the top right, the Red Terran representing Mind Freaks. Give it up for HuT.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the Australian Zerg player. Oh god, we have representing the Legacy Esports. It is NXZ.
Goddamn Jones.
Getting 2 racks. So, all right, hold on. So I was mentioning this.
That might go over.
It could. Oh, it's gonna take. No, it's not. It's staying.
But at least he'll know he'll be getting proxied. So.
Yeah, he will. And I was mentioning this earlier where HuT, he's a very aggressive player. He's been known to proxy. That's why I was mentioning him akin to
Maru.
Yes, someone like Maru, someone who proxies in game number 1 of a best of 3. Jesus Christ. And here we have it. We have proxy 2 racks. We've got Marines on the way. We've got the gas behind this as well. And NXZ, he has no idea.
Only starting to get that gas, so it is that just the proxy 2 racks Marine with the bunker at that natural. And I have to see how well has Ryan practiced his cheese defense. Should be seeing it now. He should be seeing. God damn it, HuT.
Yep. God damn it. We'll see how he does as his pool is just about to finish. Immediately throws down 2 spine crawlers.
Sacrifice the nap.
Yeah, it seems like it. He is giving it up. He doesn't pull his drones. He has decided, you know what? I am holding up in my main instead. And honestly, I guess this is the right call. Like, this was scouted very late. He didn't know it was coming until it was already at his natural. Bunkers are already finishing up as well. So this position is forfeit. Yeah, his lings should be headed. Yeah, they are just headed up the ramp. He's not going to try and commit to any engagement yet. This queen, though, is going to be in a little bit of a precarious situation.
Okay, so he's waiting for the queen to come out. Now he's going to put the spine crawlers down so they can soak up the damage, and then the lings.
Ooh.
He's pulling the boys as well. Now, how well's that defense? How many drones are going to go down? 2 have already fallen. But now the spine crawlers are dug in. The lings.
Yeah, he holds.
He holds.
He does it.
At 9 drone losses, he is exactly at 9. Almost at half of that, but now he can go across the map and try and counterattack. There's going to be nothing at home. The factory hasn't even finished.
Wow, that was actually really well done. I thought he was going to lose his natural, and look how close it was to going down. I do feel like that also the Queen tanking a little bit of damage there went into play as well, and NXZ was just able to hold on to his natural, and now HuT, he's, oh my god, he's making an add-on on his factory as well.
No.
Oh, wait, what?
Right.
NXZ, please! No, he's looking for the proxy instead. He could have gone across the map.
Oh, he should know. Now he's going to see it with the Overlord and he's going to start regretting.
The opportunity. It was there.
Well, he didn't have speed and... yeah. That does get us nice around on these Marines. Can't really do anything about that. Reaper has to lead it into the natural to get poked down by those spines.
Yeah, and even though like there was definitely an opportunity there for NXZ to deal a lot of damage, regardless, he did hold against the proxy. He is in a good position. So it looks like instead of NXZ potentially ending the game, we are going to transition into the mid-ish game.
Macro game, yeah.
Yeah.
And since these two barracks were saved, I feel like HuT, he might have to go into that bio play. He didn't use one of the bunkers as, you know, the scouting technique that we do see generally with what we see with proxy racks, but instead HuT sends him straight back home, so I feel like he wants to go into that bio play.
Yeah, he does throw down, you know, this 2-1-1 opener in a way, and oh, okay. Ooh. I like this.
Okay, the big oofs are on their way.
They are on their way, and they could deal some decent amount of damage. Again, NXZ, he has been gone for quite some time. You could definitely argue that he kind of skipped the BC meta. Like, last season, BCs were really popular, like at the start of last season.
And the Queen range nerf as well.
Yeah. So
he needs to get some Queens out.
Oh my god, what if the BC just goes to the natural and just focuses the hatchery down? Like...
It could potentially do that.
Oh god, oh no, we'll see what he ends up doing with that BC. The potential is there. Ooh, nicely done. NXZ, he's positioned at this ramp, does stop the Hellions, but again, he still hasn't gone for that scout. He doesn't have, I don't believe he has Overlord speed, so the likelihood that he's going to see this coming, especially with a Viking clearing out Overlords as well, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah. Well, Fusion Core is finished, but nothing building as of yet. I swear to God, if it's there, it is.
There we go.
Put it with flip range. Flip range.
I mean, HuT, he's a weird player. I wouldn't put it past him.
I mean, it is that dead space between the third and the main. So mid range, you know.
Yeah. Just saying. It could work, I guess. It's a possibility, but he is going for that BC instead. Meanwhile, HuT, he does have a decent queen count, so that will help against him. But again, like, we'll see what the BC ends up going for. It could end up going for that natural.
Yeah, the multi-prong as well with these Hellions.
Yeah.
Once Hellions, you know, sneak into this, you know, into the third while the BC just focuses down the natural. Like, but it's going to be the roaches for NXZ coming out now as the Warren is thrown down. Going to keep on drawing up, getting that Baneling nest as well.
Yeah, he actually cancelled.
Let's jump. It is into the natural. Immediate pull away of the drones. Where are the queens? And there it is, the straight roaches.
Oh god.
Drones getting barbecued. But no, he's not focusing down the hatch. He's trying to get as much, but that is going to be it. GG, HuT. It's going to take game one. I felt like NXZ could have held that, but
I think he knew that he was going to lose every single one of those drones at the natural. They were completely trapped. There was no saving them. And again, once all those drones went down, it's also very possible that the hatchery goes down as well. Like, oh, that was rough.
Yeah. Well, we have to see if NXZ can bounce back. We have seen him do it once before. Can he do it again?
Yeah, and honestly, like NXZ played that game out pretty well.
Yeah.
It is just a little bit of a mistake there, where his queens were at the third base. If they were at the natural instead, then they would have worked as a wall to stop the Hellions from entering the natural, and they would have been able to defend against the BC as well. So, just a little bit out of position. And if it wasn't for that, like honestly, he was in a good position that game, like defending against the proxy as well as he did. Like that was great.
Yeah. Alright. Now sticking to the old map pool here. So we are going to be going on to Everdream.
Oh, okay. I'm a little disappointed that we aren't seeing more of the new maps. We've seen Ice and Chrome, but, yet to see Submarine, which I don't blame them. Submarine is very...
I did not know about that map until I looked at the stream when I rated, and I was like, what is this map?
Why
does it look like, some weird Namekian...
Yeah, it's. I was pointing it out when we were casting yesterday to Yoda Slim, where the colors are very vibrant on that map. It's just they really stand out, and they're really like pasty, pastel-y color, which is odd. And the rush distance is incredibly small as well. So, yeah.
Alright, so countdown has begun. Good luck, have fun. Has not been thrown out by either player.
Wow, the BM.
The BM. Maybe we might see it in game, but I have to see, Also, this might be basically HuT proxy again.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to see as we are on to Everdream. Have you ever had a dream that NXZ is going? That is an early bunker there.
Oh boy.
Well, let's quickly get this intro over and done with. Spawning in the bottom right, representing Mind Freaks. It's the Red Terran. It is HuT.
Oh boy, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Everdream LE, potentially getting proxied once again, as there are quite a few SCVs out on the map. We have, representing Legacy Esports, it is NXZ.
Alright, and I do, oh my god, 2 more SCVs going across the map.
3 racks. Oh boy. 3 racks Reaper? Yeah? No.
No, 3 racks Marine bunker push again.
Yeah. I mean, you say
Marine.
Yeah, you say again, but in the previous, this is a lot more all in. In the previous game, there were gases being taken. There was a factory behind this as well. This time,
generally, you're not going to take a gas if you're just making Marines. So
yeah.
Like once you start putting down the bunkers, that's when you get your gas.
Yeah, there's no long-term plan here. This is a lot more committed compared to the previous game, with that extra racks as well.
Scumbag. Why you gotta ruin the dream of NXZ like this?
Yeah, and again, these overlords, they aren't gonna scout. NXZ, he isn't afraid of proxies, which is bold to say the least. He's gonna spot this now, and NXZ, he held quite nicely in game number 1. Can he do it again?
Have to see immediately. The Overlord is going to be made. Drones aren't getting pulled for this, but they don't know it's a 3 racks, but they at least will get this bunker to stop making, as now the rest of the Marines coming up. All the drones. As the bunker is taking a lot of damage to boys. The drones trying to drill as best they can, but it is full Marines. 4 drones already falling. 6 drones.
Oh god.
But now the leads are out.
Yeah, the bunkers haven't been finished. There's only 1 SCV left, so with only that, it looks like NXZ could hold, especially if he focuses the SCV.
And less, less drones lost than last time. Win-win.
Yeah, they're on equal worker count.
Yeah, HuT's gonna have to cancel this. He's making... Oh, yes, I was gonna say, he's making bunkers and realize, oh wait, he's at the thing, and look, Overlord scout in the main.
Yeah.
And it's like, go!
I mean,
basically-
he's still afraid
Yeah.
of these Raxes, but he does go in with the Overlord. He scouts that there is no factory, there is no follow-up, and there it is. He does end up spotting these proxy Raxes.
Yeah, needs to be careful, because even in the hands, even though it is a proxy free Rax in the hands of a master, man with gun is OP.
Man with gun is pretty OP, you know, it's pretty good. Even the Marines are back here to deal with the Overlord Scout. Nicely done. And again, like, if you're a Zerg player, if you're struggling to deal with proxy 2 racks, proxy 3 racks, yo, NXZ, he's got you. He held that quite nicely.
Wait, like, there's a tech lab. Is he just making his entire... Please, it has to be concussive shields for some Marauders, but even then...
No, there it is. Combat shields. I was about to say he's just making nothing but Marines, so combat shields or stim. Either way, pick your poison.
Oh my God. You need gas, NXZ. You need to get that Baneling Nest at least to help defend.
Yeah, he isn't mining any gas right now. He has 0 workers on gas, and this could be the end of him. I mean, you know, Ling speed is on the way.
Speed almost finishing.
Yeah,
and he is just getting pure Ling.
Oh my God, that's so many Marines though. Oh, he's pulling the boys. Oh, he spots it. He spots the boys. Yeah, just fight him. Just fight him. Go for it. Go for it, NXZ.
Oh, nice. SCV drilling there, but I feel like it's not going to be enough.
Oh,
Ling
God.
speed is almost finished, and he's going for the surround. He go for the surround, but that is a lot of Ling, a lot of Marines actually.
Yeah.
Gonna put points as well. But even then, the DPS of the Lings plus the workers, and that's going to be it. GG. Like said, he's starting to come back.
Wow, GG, yeah. NXZ, he holds, and honestly, I was getting really worried for him. I think that timing hit before Combat Shield finished, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a little bit of an anti-timing. I think because those SCVs were spotted so early, HuT was forced to pull the trigger ASAP as soon as possible, and it could have worked if it went a little bit longer, but yeah, NXZ, solid hold.
Yeah. Well, while we wait for that Fed lobby to just get set up for us, it's a quick bracket update. So we do have Demilove did beat Chase tomorrow. Will face the winner of Chappie vs Ranger, was still going on. Justice Simon to Ori Azure, and will face the winner of this. So.
Wow, well played. Yeah, honestly, we've seen both of those players go back and forth, and especially based off of yesterday's performance, I was favoring Azure a little bit, but really well played by Justice Simon, taking him out.
Yeah, but Azure doesn't really shine until the lower bracket.
Yeah, based on yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, we are getting into game. It is going to be Ice and Chrome, so playing it pretty standard with this map pool. But the question has to be asked, is it going to be full Maru from this guy spawning in the bottom right? Is he going for that proxy again? Yes, he is. God damn it, HuT.
Oh my God.
The Red Terran representing Mind Freak. This is Maru, HuT.
Oh boy, and spawning in the top right hand corner of Ice and Chrome, LE currently getting proxied. Ooh, but this time the Overlord may spot it. We have the Australian Zerg player representing Legacy Esports. It is NXZ.
I love it immediately, because I don't think NXZ was looking at his Overlord. He didn't spot it, but because HuT knows that the Overlord spotted it, he brought the rest of the SCVs back. He's just going to be one Rax in this.
Wow, the mind games, the unintentional mind games. NXZ, his Overlord did spot the SCV going to that corner, but NXZ didn't respond, and HuT did respond because he's like, oh, he saw me. Okay, I'm gonna just back off. And yeah, it looks like this is just, you know, one Rax. It's just a Reaper. Like, it's this isn't like an overcommittal or anything, I don't think. Regardless, though, again, NXZ, he's a little bit in the dark.
Yeah, it's just that. So it's going to be proxy run Rax Reaper.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's just going to be one Reaper, maybe two, and then lift off.
He's basically like making, what is it? If you got lemons, you make lemonade, right? Like he already had an SCV, you're already moving across the map. Like he's just doing what he can with it. Isn't an overcommittal. That we have his natural on the way at home as well. So yeah.
Just imagine that's the barracks, pretty much. pretty much doing Reaper expand.
Yeah. And honestly, like NXZ may not realize how fortunate he is. Like because of that Overlord pathing, like he could have been proxied again. Like with multiple Raxes. Like it could have been a lot of a different. It would have been a completely different game.
Yeah, and actually the Reapers, countering those speedless Lings. There's nothing that NXZ can really do against this proxy Reaper.
Yeah.
Except maybe it's already, look, he's starting to get those 2 spines up, even though it is a fake out. But the Queen does outrange the Reaper, I think? Does it? I can't remember. It's bad, but already sending that barracks back to the main base.
Yeah, and again, I don't know if you noticed, but he did cancel, I think it was the Bailey Nest, and he threw down a Roach Warren instead. I was really concerned because I was like, yo, he has the gas. Why isn't he getting Ling speed? Like, where is it? Like, what's he doing with his gas? And there's the answer.
It's Roaches. A good counter to this sort of pressure.
Yeah.
But the thing is, these Reapers are going to be so annoying, coming in, trying to get some kills. But Roaches are here, and Reapers, well, against Roaches, it's trying to turn back a hurricane with only just a handheld fan.
And more importantly, like once these Roaches push out across the map, and it looks like HuT may be able to scout this, he needs to get in, and he does.
Well, he's going to see the Roaches.
Yeah, he spots the Roaches, so he now knows what is on his way. A little bit concerning is there it is. He canceled the reactor on his factory. He's making a tech lab install, and he needs this. He needs like either cyclones or tanks or banshees.
He needs tank onto the high ground.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if NXZ can get that Overlord onto the high ground and a couple of Ravages, that may be, GG,
It could be.
It's going to be that Cyclone and Viking. I do like that choice from HuT.
Yeah, being very safe. He will be able to deal with this Overlord with any high ground vision. He can kite really well as well. Tanks are good, but tanks are kind of vulnerable if NXZ went for Ravagers. So, yeah, so far, nice decision making by HuT. Will he be able to hold on to these Roaches, though, as they are going to break through?
Yeah, they do break through, but the Cyclone does push it back. The Vikings slowly taking care of that Overlord, but with that Cyclone out, actually, I still think you can still fight this, and
yeah,
that tank is coming out. There we go. Yeah, but now we're gonna get into that more macro game.
Yeah, NXZ, he gets pushed away behind this NXZ. He's getting his third base up and running. He's saturating his bases.
Tech lab on the starport.
Yeah.
Fusion core. No, we don't.
He's just switching a couple of things around. He's got a lot of Raxes down, going for his bio style. And I'm happy that we're finally getting a more macro game out of HuT. I love his TvZ. Macro TvZ, I should say. He's very drop heavy. He's very aggressive. He's got a lot of good micro with his bio, so I would love to see that come into play here.
Yeah, well, Speedlings, finally one of the Reapers will go down. Oh, Queen, you could have sniped it, no!
Is he injecting? Is he,
Yeah, I think he was just getting him back in time for injects.
Yeah. Oh, this Reaper has been alive for far too long. There we go.
Yeah, we'll finally die. But yeah, we are transferring into that bio standard macro play here. Stim on the way. Should be expecting, some combat shields. Maybe get some Marauders out just for the really roach heavy style that, like I said, started to go for early, but since it's backed off, has gone, started to macro up again. He is going for more Roaches.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned because NXZ, he is working on his melee upgrades, but he's working on range as well. He's committing to these roaches with roach speed, so I'm concerned because this isn't an ideal composition. It can work for a little bit, but it does end up falling off. So we'll see what NXZ decides to go for. If he decides to go for like a roach.
That's the Baneling Nest.
Yeah, there we go. Baneling Nest on the way as well. Yeah, Lingbane, Roach Ravager, it can work. It can do well, but...
Oh, I do like this drop, though, into the main. We'll get spotted by these Overlords. But still, no Baneling Nest to really deal with these Marines as the Overlords now just going to get picked off, but...
Oh, God.
Stim trying to go for some drone damage here. Does only manage to get one drone, but here come the Roach. It's an immediate pickup. Getting an Overlord and one drone, not too bad. Oh!
Yeah, now these transferring workers are a little bit vulnerable here. He could even get a cancel on this base as the Roaches are finally getting here. They push him away and...
Oh, I do like that split.
Yeah.
NXZ.
Things could have gone real annoying real quickly if he sent his whole army to the third base. But you know, HuT, he dealt decent amount of damage, lost minimal units as well. Oh, I do like this Spore though, already in position to push us away.
Yeah, one of the Medevacs already down to half health. Now we have that infestation pit, but I feel like
Stormhost
against
Nidus?
Fire, Stormhost Nidus, sure, but against Fire, it's not the optimal composition. Against Mech, yes.
Yeah.
Against Fire, it's a bit too split up and you know, too more mobile and able to play whack-a-mole with the with the Nidus.
Yeah. I'm just teasing. I can't imagine we're going to be seeing Swarm Hosts. I'm sure the Infestation Pit is just for Hive, as there it is. Hive is already on the way.
Quick Ultras maybe.
We could see some quick Ultras. There's no Spire, so there's not going to be any Broodlord play or anything like that. HuT, he is trying to multi-prong. He is pushing here at the fourth base. Meanwhile, clearing creep in the middle of the map as well. And yeah, just kind of keeping NXZ busy while he is...
He did try and go for the drop in the main, but once again, that Spore being the hero. But now this is a scary force. I mean, even though it's just Marines... Oh!
Ooh, the focus fire.
On the Banelings, and yeah, you can't really do too much there.
This is scary because if NXZ loses too many Banelings here, they're not going to be ready for the defense against the drop. And here we go, HuT is going around, and off of creep, NXZ lost so many Banelings for nothing at all.
But the things, oh my god, immediately sees that Doom drop, at least the repositioning of the main force of Marines. And there it is. It's quick Ultras.
There it is.
I feel like this is not going to be on time. But instead, it's decided it's just going to push that fourth base. There's already a pretty decent amount of army here for NXZ to defend. Yeah,
NXZ, he isn't being too efficient. Like, look, he has a massive mineral bank, barely any gas, and he's still missing a lot of supply to max out, so not being as efficient as he can be. And we'll see if that comes into play because HuT, he is going for that Doom drop into the main base.
Yeah, but that is that spot. No, the army goes out of position.
Oh, he's gonna go for it.
I think he saw it with the Lings, maybe? He's trying to multi-prong at the same time here.
Yeah.
Ultras are on their way. Titus plating has not started just as of yet. And now the main army's pulled out of position. The Doom drop's going into the main. There is a number of Banelings here, but getting traded not efficiently enough. The Ultra Cavern is in danger of falling.
Oh, he's focusing it.
He is focusing it. The Ultras will still be able to get out, but only to the Titus plating getting denied.
Yeah, that was really well done by HuT. He was able to kill a lot of workers, delaying the Ultras, denying the upgrades as well. And
He remake it.
Yeah, he's not remaking it.
Fire.
Yeah.
Actually, against this composition, I wouldn't mind maybe some whatchamacallit, broodlords against this, especially against Marines. They are like soft tissue.
Yeah, it will take quite some time for Broodlords to come out though, because you do have to make the Greatest Fire. There it is, Ultra's Cavern is thrown down once again. So NXZ trying to get a variety, like a mixed composition, which would be nice, but still does need to deal with this mass army here in the center of the map.
Yeah, but it is mainly just Marines. A couple of Moors are in there. I feel like some well-placed Baneling connections, and that army is pretty much gone.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll see how HuT decides to engage this, because again, his focus fire is on point, same with his splitting. Like he could still make something out of this as he is rotating down to the south. Oh, but he's getting surrounded.
Oh, yeah, thanks to that drop that was happening. Was able to spot it out, but the counterattack is happening. One Ultra getting very low, getting chased by these Timberines. I do like the addition of that Ghost Academy. The Ultra just falls. That 7 SEVs do go down. And nice pick off of that drop there. Banelings getting transition, and now the Ultras are back out. Adrenal Clans getting research as well as that Chitinous Plating. And HuT, he just wants to keep on that multi-pronged attack going.
Yeah, he's sending 3 medevacs over to the north. Meanwhile, the main army is trying to push through the middle. I do feel like that hitting this right base is probably what he wants to go for. But again, there's just creep everywhere. The army is already in position waiting for that push as well. So HuT, he's kind of struggling right now to get past his side of the map, to be honest.
Yeah, and when that Chitinous Plating, no, you don't want to go up there. Ryan, you do not want to go up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of tanks waiting, and no ghosts yet. Like, he does have the Ghost Academy, not in production. Oh, again, these Banelings are a little bit exposed.
Man, I feel that.
Yeah.
As a third player, I feel that.
Yeah. It's rough, to say the least.
I wouldn't mind a few Hydras with this composition, pick off those medevacs at least.
Yeah, as you say that, finally some anti-air corruptors are on the way, and they'll be able to deal with all these medevacs, the drops as well. But the army is a little bit out of position. The majority of the Ultras are to the north. They're not here to the south to defend against this push.
Yeah, well, siege lines are being drawn. The corruptors are on their way. Anabolic steroids, I know the name of the upgrades. As well up the way, plus free carapace as well. So I think he may just have to sacrifice the space, as NXZ, get another one, which he is doing. But I feel like, now once that Ryan, NXZ has now got this tech, they can deal with all these drops.
Yeah.
He may go into Greatest Fire now and get into those Broodlords. No air upgrades as of yet, I think, no air upgrades, just got that +3 melee, +1 range, +2 carapace. So, he's just, staying on that, the lair tech at the moment, a couple of, tier 2 to lower tier 3 with the Ultras.
I do think that the main thing that he's missing is the Greater Spire. But to be fair, like, this army is pretty decent. There aren't too many Ghost Lord Liberators, so there's nothing pressuring him. I do think the big thing is that he is now able to deal with those drops.
Yeah. And now we are going to be going into a late game TvZ, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. And I want to give the advantage to HuT because he already has ghosts. He's making 4 liberators at a time as well. So yeah, he's already, even if Broodlords came out, he's already getting like a decent army to deal with it. He's already transitioning.
And now he's going to get rid of these roaches. They are kind of wasting supply. Able to cancel that base that was being made. So, getting something done with those roaches at least was pretty decent. Getting the cancel as this, drop is going to get chased off by these. Oh my god. That damage as all the medevacs do get crunched down. And actually that tank on the high ground is going to get surrounded. The main army up to the north trying to pick off that 7. All right, 2, 5, 6 6th and 7th base.
Yeah, they're kind of trading bases right now. A planetary goes down to all these banelings, loses 17 workers as well, and the army isn't in position to stop this force. Oh, we do have the ghosts and the liberators though.
Yeah, but there are corruptors here to deal with the liberators, and the ultralists are just walking past.
Ooh, they all went down though. They all got sniped. Jesus Christ.
I think there is no godlight in this game.
You just saw.
Here.
Yeah, all the ultras just evaporated. But to be fair, like, he killed the planetary, he killed a lot of workers, so it may have been worth it for NXZ. HuT was trying to drop to the north, but it all did get dealt with. So yeah, both kind of going blow for blow right now.
Yeah, I do. Oh, and we have Infestors on the way.
Ooh, I do like this.
I'm trying to remember the name of the upgrade.
Pathogen glands?
Pathogen glands, that's it, yeah.
There you go.
But we're going back to that late game style last year, getting Infestors. Now all we need is Broodlords.
Yeah, I do like Infestors with this, especially because HuT is so good with his army control. So fungling the army so that the Lingbane Ultra can pounce on it will help so much. And yeah, like the creep spread is so good here by NXZ. HuT, he keeps trying to deny it, but NXZ is just all over these drops.
Yeah. And we're pretty much getting to that half map divided by half, that we're kind of expecting late game TvZ. Minerals are going to start drying up. Army efficiency is going to be more and more valuable. I mean, if you take a look at that unit's loss chart, as we do see that run by, not getting too much dealt, but we do see, and except the efficient. The fungals, but the tanks.
Oh my god, that was like 6-7 ghosts, immediately fungals, immediately taken out, and my god, that was such an expensive loss.
Let's look at that unit tab, but still in the favor of HuT with his efficiency.
Yeah, and to be fair, we do have
plus free fire now.
Yeah, his upgrades have been so delayed. It was a little bit of an oversight there by HuT.
At 19 minutes, playing a primarily by
a big oversight. A big oversight.
And there it is, Great Aspire.
Finally, the Great Aspire is on the way at 20 minutes as well. Both players a little bit delayed on some of their tech structures, tech in general, and there we have +3 finally finishing up, which again is kind of impressive how much HuT has been able to do without that upgrade.
Right, here comes Ultras, Fungal straight in, and I think that's not engagement you want to take, but at least you are getting rid of these tanks. Ghosts are there, they do have Cloak. I think that's it, but trading a couple of Ultras and a couple of Infestors for, 6 tanks?
Yeah, it wasn't the best trade. The main beef of the army is here with HuT. All of these ghosts, and
that one SCV.
Yeah, that one SCV. What are you doing here? What are you? Get back to work.
I'm going to repair the ghost.
God damn it.
At least repair the Raven.
Yeah, right. Oh, this is interesting. There's actually no medevacs here with this Southern army, so if it gets caught out of position, it's just all going to get cleaned up.
Look at the bank for NXZ. 5k minerals, 1k gas.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Even though HuT has been
lose 5 armies and just remake entirely on Lingbane.
Yeah, HuT, he's been trying to multi-prong, but he hasn't really been doing any damage to the economy of NXZ. Yeah, now that the army's completely out of position, and NXZ, this could be HuT's moment. HuT, he killed 1 base, 2 base, he could kill 3 hatcheries, and NXZ is forced back home.
Yeah, just bad timing here from Ryan goddamn Jones, but we'll clean up 1 drop. There is another one going towards the natural. Does he see the Great Aspire at least, but
yeah.
This fresh mining base is going to get down, snipes onto all the drones. But still, NXZ ahead on workers.
Yeah,
that's majority. He had to pick up those ghosts.
Yeah, he had to make sure he's...
thing.
Oh, but does he have enough to hold against this push? Would you have some...
Oh my god! I don't think he does. Where the investors? Oh my god, look how well the Ultras...
the Fungles!
The Fungles straight in! And NXZ, god damn! Ryan, goddamn Jones, has he turned this around? Maybe, maybe not. He is going to sacrifice one more Ultra.
Oh, it looks like there's just enough from HuT to hold on. And NXZ, now he's in a rough position because he lost so many hatcheries due to that engagement. And he just wasn't able to close it out. And now HuT, he's taking more bases, he's establishing himself, and the game's just going to go on.
I swear to God, I would never think with this series, HuT proxying 3 goddamn times in a row.
Yep.
Doing his best Maru impression. And somehow it turns into a 22-minute game. I should not drink a full bowl of water before we had this break.
Oh my god, and still no Brood Lords from... Oh my god, a lot of the bio is so
god,
low.
Investors, that Fungal is going to do so much damage. And now the Bailings, they're rolling in. Can I get a break? Goddamn Jones in the chat, but the reinforcements are there, but they're going so low. How many artifacts are there
I
in
think
this
he's finally done it.
I think he's done it. Ryan, goddamn fucking Jones.
There are just so many Ultras here with this army. Honestly, he could keep pushing on forward, but he turns back around.
Oh, the infestors are down.
Yeah.
All his improvements for that.
NXZ, he isn't feeling too confident with his army to keep pushing, and he goes back home. Meanwhile, HuT, he's taking more bases. He holds on. His economy is still like decent compared to NXZ. And to be fair, he did lose all his ghosts. Like, it's just bio now.
It's just pure bio. Widow Mines as well. And oh, look at that! That base getting denied by NXZ. Like, oh, the wraparound here could potentially snipe off these medivacks, which means...
Yeah, he does retreat to the safety of these missile turrets and the Sim City, but like there's no planetaries here. Like, what? I still want to give the edge to NXZ, but he's playing this very carefully.
To be fair, I would too.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got the infestors back. Hey, there we go. Yeah, he needs the ghost backs, especially for these, Alright, all pulling back, letting the Ultras eat the Widowmine damage, but the Ultras are just coming on through. The Corruptors, they're taking down the Medivacs. This is a stemless army. It's the anti-vac, the Banelings. Ryan goddamn Jones, NXZ has done it.
He's done it.
This 56 army, GG.
What a game.
What a series.
What a series. GG, well played. I was worried this was going to be a quick series based off of the first 2 games, and it was looking like it in the beginning of game number 3, but we got a long macro game out of it. We went back and forth, we went blow for blow, and in the end, NXZ takes out the ESL Open Cup champion.
And it's times like these, like heroes. You step up, you gotta ask yourself what you're made of. At times like this, you gotta be made of Ryan goddamn Jones.
Jesus Christ. NXZ coming out so strong today. Takes out Pez, takes out HuT. Who's next? Justice Simon.
Justice Simon.
Oh my god.
I am going to be right back. Jesus. I think it's break time again.